I'm not gonna tilt about this. This is too stupid.
Auto Battler of the Year, they said. Then again, there really was not much competition. And still, I play Hearthstone Battlegrounds every day. Let's see what it has to offer. If you're unfamiliar with the game mode, here's a short summary. It's all about luck. Over to the next segment. You choose a hero, then you start out with an empty board, buying cards from Bob over here to create a build that hopefully isn't trash.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
He throws in some weird life advice sometimes, just ignore it. You have to spend your gold wisely, know when to level up the tavern and when to buy cards. But in essence, mini with big stats equals good, mini with low stats equals bad. Now calm down there, fellow gamers. I know there's more nuance to it, but this is as far as we'll go in this summary. Now that you have a good understanding of the game...
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Who wrote this line? This summary does not explain. Do you not understand that we did not... Sorry about that. Now that you somewhat kinda have a little understanding of the game, let's explore some fun game mechanics. There was a glorious time when we only had to care about buying minions and leveling up the tavern. But the dev team looked at it and thought, nah, that's too boring. So they added buddies, quests, trinkets, and other fuckery to spice things up. I don't really have anything else to say about it. Please revert those changes. I miss the simpler days. There have also been countless occasions where a set of minions together created something called an Exodia build. I never really remember what it is. I think there's something about winning? I'll put up a definition on the screen. For example, you had this bird. What this bird does is that it triggers a friendly death rattle, which is an effect that happens after a minion dies. This frog's death rattle was to give another minion +1 health and attack, and then give its death rattle to another minion.
Double it and give it to the next
minion. When the bird got it, it could trigger its own death rattle, basically giving itself millions of stats, which is not ideal. Unless you enjoy watching yourself fade into darkness for 10 minutes, then it's very ideal. Things like this should not happen, but what can you expect? The QA team had their annual day off when this patch launched. They were at the beach, drinking their umbrella drinks, not giving a fuck about the game. This is just one example. If I were to talk about all the examples, I would have to make a miniseries on Netflix or something. Call me if it sounds interesting, Netflix. The first ones to exploit... the first ones to explore these broken builds are of course the streamers. And Battlegrounds has a wide variety of them. You have the casuals, which don't really have any intention of becoming the best. They simply play the game from time to time to feed their gambling addiction, like most of the general player base. Then you have the gamers. These people are absolute beasts, and they have such a good understanding of the game that even the dev team looks at their stream from time to time to understand what's going on. This guy is called GFHS, a fantastic player. He's so good that he has written guides for how to play the game. And not just a general guide for the game, but a guide for every single hero and the other mechanics that we talked about earlier. And for the last part of the streamers, this one happens to be my favorite group of streamers, the Ragers. These streamers are more like the gamers, with a super good understanding of the game, but with the perk of becoming extremely invested.
Das ist doch nur dummer Bullshit, Alter.
Thank you for teaching me to swear in German, Super JJ. You here will probably disagree that he's a part of the Ragers, but have a look at this little compilation.
What the fucking fuck was that? You learn and move on.
Learn what?
It's so frustrating! Fucking game!
Actually, Ardu, after seeing that, I agree. You never rage. I will now refer you back to the gamers section. I also want to thank the streamers. You have given me a great amount of content and understanding of the game. Oh, look at that. A crash. Those are rare in this game. Well, no they're not. Crashes, freezes, disconnects, laggy gameplay, the list goes on and on and on. This goes without saying, the game is extremely badly coded by the spaghetti monster. This is a cool aspect that makes all games a little more intense. You never know if you'll have issues both with getting useful stuff from Bob, as well as having to fight the servers for 30 minutes to complete a single game.
You can turn this around.
The game is so slow. Buy phase, combat phase, strippy phase, whatever, slow. Imagine you're having the best game of your life. You're buying minions, chilling. Then, whenever there are 2 or more calculations happening at the same time, the game starts to move in half time, which is terrible because you only have a set time between the combat phases. And your time in buy phase can also be half because one fucking shit that figured who will play a build that spawns millions of small shits. Like, look at this. How did I think that this was a good idea?
20 minutes later.
I think the game could use an update to its general code, but this is Blizzard. Anyway, what's a few technical hiccups when you can pay real money to lose just a little bit slower? Blizzard killed the original Hearthstone game when they released Battlegrounds. And just like that, it didn't print the money anymore. Like, literally. Head over to Twitch, go into the Hearthstone section. If you can find 5 streamers who plays the normal game, I'll give you a cookie. But I'll only give it to you if you subscribe to my channel as well. Now, what did I do to get that sweet money flow back? That's right, Battle Pass. This gives the players 2 more heroes to choose from. This may not sound like a big deal, but when some heroes are click hero power to win, and others are use all your gold to get a bad minion that does not fit in your build, it is actually a big deal. I'm kinda shocked that Blizz has not yet introduced a way to buy a tier 6 minion in the first round using real money. I should not say this, I don't want to give them ideas. If you're listening, Blizzard, forget the last sentence. Good gameplay, well-balanced mechanics, equally strong heroes. Blizz. Could you at least give the game one of these? But after all this, Battlegrounds is still the absolute best auto battler there is. I'm heading into a game right now, as a matter of fact. I will probably lose hard, get mad, uninstall, and then rinse and repeat tomorrow. Any last words, Bob?
Yeah, let's step up our game.
Fuck you, Bob.